I met Karen a few years ago. She was a beautiful little girl, but really quiet. I could tell she was carrying a heavy burden. She'd just stare into the distance like an empty shell. We started spending time together, and I learned why there was no life in her eyes. Karen's parents separated when she was very young, and she lived with her mother. It was tough, but that was just the beginning. On a cold night in December, right after Karen turned 9, a man broke into their house. He started yelling at the family and throwing things. Karen and her brother hid in the corner and watched as the man attacked their mother. He wrestled her to the ground and began to beat her. Karen screamed and jumped on the man to try to stop him, but it was too late. Her mother was dead. Karen barely escaped with her life. The situation continued to spiral downward when Karen learned that her siblings were being abused. Karen was devastated. She began receiving counseling at AMG. That's when I met her and we became friends. I'm the director of finance for AMG in Guatemala, but I also mentor young girls like Karen because I believe this program has the power to heal and transform. Karen has grown a lot since I met her. We've come a long way together. Broken lives can be repaired into a wonderful testimony of God's grace. Lives of at-risk youth are like falling into a raging river and being carried downstream. Once the river takes you, it's very difficult to escape. The further you're carried downstream, the greater the threat because you're bashed on the rocks and injured along the way. We want to help rescue kids downstream. But even more, we want to go upstream and build a bridge so the kids don't fall into the ravine in the first place. This bridge is built on organizational partnerships, providing things like childcare, education, healthcare, discipleship, and job placement. It's a solid community safeguarding a child from 3 years old to young adulthood. There is a bridge to hope. There is a bridge to life. I know it works because I've crossed it. My story was similar to Karen's. I could have ended up in the streets like so many children. But AMG showed me the love of Jesus and gave me a new life. I know what Karen's been through, and I'm committed to walking with her across this bridge. We're on this journey together, encouraging one another along the way. And we're not alone. We're surrounded by other mentors and youth who are on the same journey. All things are possible with God. Kids can be protected, rescued, healed, and transformed into leaders that will invest into future generations. They're shining examples of what's possible, casting vision and inspiring everyone around them. There is a bridge to hope. There is a bridge to life.